Hello Cancer, welcome to your Moving On reading. Moving on is exactly what it sounds like, a reading dedicated to moving on or moving forward principles, and then also kind of understanding what it is we should be moving into, such as opening a cycle or closing one off, but regardless, we find ourselves struggling with it. We find ourselves stuck, stagnant, confused, we don't understand, we know we're supposed to, but we can't figure out how to get to moving on or moving forward, so on and so forth. So this can be one of those let's help move it forward readings, but for that reason it can be very difficult because this is strictly non-reversal. No them, no they. Yes, I will see circumstances, situation, people, places, things attached to you. That's life as we understand it, but the point is, how are we holding ourselves responsible for our dynamic in it, thus affecting our decisions to move on, move forward, so on and so forth. So yeah, it can be a hard look at the self, you know, especially without a them or they to bank on. Which is to say, this is not everyone's reading type, I understand. I don't want you to watch anything that would cause you conflict, or that's just not where you are, you know? In which case, pass this one up, it's no big deal. But yeah, I'm going to get, or rather, universe is going to present cases for this is what you should do. This is what you're not doing. This is how you should improve, or you could improve. This is how we're going to push and pull on you. And some people don't want to hear that. And real tarot reflects these kind of very issues, so do keep that in mind. But again, just to give you that kind of clear opt-out, it may not be for you, okay? What's going on? Show me that Cancerian energy, please, and moving on or moving forward. Do keep in mind, there are no judgments from me. It is strictly the cards that I'm seeing for today, so take it resonates, leave it does not, you know? That's it, really. I'm not casting judgment. I'm not trying to tell you this is what you need to do. The universe might. It's not my place. I am just trying to understand. That's it. All right? Try not to take things personally, in other words. What's going on? For Cancer, and they're moving on constructs. Show me Cancer, please, and they're moving on constructs. What is it? A balance. Somebody else had balance, I don't remember, as a core issue here. First steps to crossing that bridge, accepting the pain. Ten of Swords. Oh my. Wow. Okay. Strengths. Okay. 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 Well, this quest is hanging on the edge of a knife. Or rather a couple of pages. Oh boy. Oh honey, we have some upset to the flow here. Yeah, we do. There's some disruptive energy here with the Tower. You were given a shake-up, a wake-up call. Something happened. Okay. Ten of Cups. In your hidden energies, you have emotional support. Perhaps you don't really see that and you're not in tune with it right now. Ten of Cups, you can have emotional support systems, but if we're not entirely aware of it or we're not tuned into it, we can overlook it. So it's looking like you have an emotional support system available to you, but you may not be utilizing it, you know, or see it as an advantage right now. I want you to get reacquainted with those emotional support systems, family and friends that will help you reconnect with you. Okay, that's always a good idea. Strengths is Page of Swords. That's a very small strength. That's like the smallest thing you could possibly see for a strength. I don't know why you're saying you don't have much insight or resolve on this particular issue. I don't think you're giving yourself nearly enough credit. I know many of you feel like you're in a small place about this. There's nothing I can do but observe. We'll see. Page Wands. Lessons that you need to learn in order to move forward. You have to be open. You have to be open. What you have to be open towards, I don't know. We need to clarify. And then your potential future pathway is the Lovers. So you went from I'm small and I'm shy and I'm not sure to whoa. You know, the Lovers is like, how the hell did that happen? You know, and so what I'm telling you, this feels like it's hanging on the edge of a knife. That's true. You went from, I don't know, I'm too small, I'm too insecure, and I don't know if I can, I don't know, I'm too small. Don't look at me, teacher, please don't look at me. Please don't call on me, teacher, please don't call on me. To the Lovers. Well now, okay, let's get cracking. What it is, Six of Pentacles, a particular balance here. What about it? what's underlying it to cross that bridge to successfully balance is that we need to address an ending, or we need to address the pain within that ending. Okay, so I don't know if that's going to require confrontation, okay, or some sort of admission to yourself regarding the process here. Okay, let's see that Six of Pentacles, please, what it is. Show me that Six of Pentacles. Show me that Six of Pentacles. I just know. I just know. When it comes to you, honey, I get 2 readings. I swear to God. I get 2 readings when it comes to Cancer every time. Aw. Oh. It's always one of those 2. It's always one of those 2. It's like you either get my or my Don't get me wrong, there's a whole bunch of shade. Cancer comes in a wide variety of shades of gray. No one is either totally black nor white. That is the great yin and yang of life. We are both. And if you mix the yin and yang, you get variations of gray. So, you know, Cancer is in many variations of emotional gray. There's variances to all of you. But I'm just saying, it's like the output, though. 9 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the 3 of Cups. You want to balance with somebody so bad. I'm going to reiterate right now, this is not about a them or they. I'm looking at you, okay? I'm looking at you, kid. I'm looking at you. You remember that? Most of you are under 40. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. That's probably more of a reflection on me than you. Okay. Yeah, I can give myself a dose of reality. Trust me. Okay. 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, Ace of Swords, the 3 of Cups. Look, here's the deal. Yo. Cancer, honey, my friend. Simply put, you know unequivocally that you would like to balance with somebody. You would like to reconnect with them. You know this. It's that sword of truth. We don't argue with the sword of truth. What's the point? It's the sword of truth. Now, you can try to dismiss it with the sword of truth. No, I don't. But then that would be a lie. Because the 9 of Cups is here at the 3 of Cups. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's just be honest with ourselves. And the Cancer I'm looking at, by the way, you already are being honest with yourself. So good for you. A lot of people will deny this. I don't want to say them again. I don't want to reconnect with them. I don't. They're awful. Okay. Yeah, that's just not what I'm looking at today. So let's not do that. The 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, Ace of Swords, and 3 of Cups. You would have to be day 1 on the tarot job to screw this up. And there are plenty of readers who will be happy to screw that up. And I'm telling you, you know unequivocally as a sharp truth that you want to reconnect with somebody. And it would make you feel pretty damn good. It puts you into a state of loving yourself when you honor this particular truth. So 9 of Cups isn't just about self-satisfaction, guys. We got to get out of that limited box. It's love of the self. We gravitate towards what makes us happy because we understand it makes us happy. Because we love ourselves and we want to give ourselves this connection. Get me? That's what wish fulfillment is, except we put it in this like genie in the bottle type thing. No, it is the law of attraction. Because I love me and part of me feels that when I connect with them, I'm honoring myself by connecting with them. You get me? So there's someone here whom you'd like to honor yourself by connecting, or rather reconnecting with them in a realistic way. 6 of Pentacles, I'd like to balance with them, and I know this. We got a little problem. First steps to getting to this. So it's not that you're moving on from it, it's you wanting to approach this. Okay? Follow up with it, do something with it. All right? 10 of Swords. First steps. Or moving on in this goal, or moving forward in this goal. You understand? It's still a goal. It's as goal as anything else. It could have been work too. I want to move forward in this particular goal. That's what I want to do, Christina. But, here's the but. First steps to crossing that particular bridge. What's these first steps? 10 of Swords. Well, it would require a trip to the old battlefield, and I don't know that I'm up for that. Okay. So, I mean, it's fair. It's not that it's not fair. That's perfectly fair. You know, I just felt like taking a stroll. I felt like taking a jog through the old battlefield there. No. Show me that 10 of Swords, please. It's like, to get to this, I have to go through that. And I don't want to go through that. Show me that 10 of Swords, please. Two of Swords, I don't know. Eight of Swords, I really don't know. And the Hermit, oh, I see. It seems like an impossible thing to heal. I understand. Okay. So this is what we want. This is what we really want in our heart of hearts. Okay? In our deep, from balls to... Let me readjust that. From the balls of the foot to the top of our head. We want this. That's it. And then you're saying to get there, Christina, it's impossible. This is where I'm not pushing back on you, but universe is contradicting you. The Hermit is much bigger than the blindness that surrounds him. He's much more experienced and wise than that. I think what you're saying is that because there's so much confusion and hurt behind this, you don't even know where to begin to make it correct again with this person. Is it possible to heal this? 100%. Oh, I know, because your positivity surrounding this is so much larger than the negativity that precedes it. So what you're really trying to do is figure out if you should leave it alone. Right? It seems like an impossible task to mend this. There's too many swords sticking in my back, their back, the both of us. I'm confused by the whole damn thing. So the Two of Swords and Eight of Swords, as we know, again, it's not an accusation, it's willful blindness. Because the fear to confront the pain is so high, it's just easier to say, I can't see a solution. So that's how I know there is one, is because we don't want to see it. That would require us, again, to take a little walk through the battlefield. Look at the dead bodies, right? I mean to be dramatic, but it's like, who wants to do that? Especially if stuff went down between you two, and stuff went down between you two. So I think you're not, I don't know that you, I don't think you want to move forward in the reconnection, but I think spiritually you're trying to talk yourself out of it, because you're telling yourself, because the way forward isn't 100% clear, and also, by the way, it'd be painful to re-engage in it, it's probably best that my goal is to leave it alone instead of trying to heal it. So this is where it would take some nerve, you know, it would take some nerve to really want to heal this, to try to want to heal this. And it's easier to just say, I can't see it. And I'm not saying it is an impossible task. I'm saying the Cancer I'm looking at says it's an impossible task to the point that you believe it. So anytime that you've probably come close to approaching this, and I believe you have, I see it. I think you've tried. I think you're that Cancer who thought about picking up the phone 100 times. I think that you're that Cancer who thought about writing an email 100 times. I don't know why I saw that. It was very sharp. I saw an email, just open screen, the composition box is open and there's some words in there, but you delete the draft or you save the draft. That was very specific. I think you've tried to do that many times and you've shut it down many times because, again, it seems like an impossible task. That's self-imposed. But I can see why it's self-imposed. It's kind of easier than kind of dragging things out in the old war wounds, despite the potential of being happy again with whoever that is. It seems like a joyous connection, honey, one that celebrates you and brings out some beautiful components in you, specifically self-love. We've already discussed it. The Tower. So some stuff went down. Okay. Feelings to confront. Oh, boy. Let's see the feelings you got to confront. That is self-confrontation. The Tower is. Show me that Tower, please. Show me the Tower. Show me the Tower. Show me that Tower. Ooh, these are just... Ooh, they're just flying today. Look at that. Show me the Tower, please. Two of Wands. The Chariot. Ooh, Justice. Ooh. Okay. Despite, I'm sorry, you're going to probably shoot the messenger. That's fine. I'm used to it. I'm so used to it. That's fine. You can go ahead and shoot the message. Just FYI, if you're disrespectful to other people in the comments, particularly cross-watchers who like to rejoice in other people's misery, which I'm not into. I'm not into sign bashing. And if you want to take a hit at me because you're mad, that's cool. I understand. I'll just delete your comment. That's fine. And if you are very upsetting, I will remove you. Okay, it's that simple for me. There's some people who really can't deal with hard truths or real truths because it's not what they want to hear. Feelings you need to confront is that, honestly, honey, Cancer, despite what you've told yourself, it's a matter of time before you do something. There, I said it. You want to, and it's a matter of time before you do something. There's a big part of you that's demanding justice, that wants justice. Specifically, guys, you have to remember justice is a spiritual concept of balance for the self. I need to do what's right by me or the situation, something like that, something that in the greater scheme of things suggest it's like this, and I don't want that for me, or I don't want that for us. Let's try to get it back here if at all possible. And it's waiting. It's waiting. Two of Wands. You're waiting on yourself. Feelings you need to confront is that not only do you want to confront this, you feel that you need to. So it's feeling like low-key. You haven't completely admitted it to yourself, but you want closure on this, if nothing else. If you can't have the balance that's joyous and celebratory with this person like you once did, and it does look lovely and light as we discussed, and if you're not willing to trudge through the battlefield in order to make peace with this person, at least that's what you're telling yourself, I can tell you now it's a matter of time before you get a little more confrontational and say, this is something I need to do. So that whole Two of Swords, Eight of Swords gig that I saw you over here with, it's the ending's too painful. I can't see a way around it to heal it, even if I wanted to. No. There is a part of you that I don't think it's been fully disclosed to you yet that wants to resolve this. And there you are, over your signature. So this is your own particular signature. This has not come to the full revelation yet of the surface for you. It's a matter of time, and even you aren't tolerating this Two and Eight of Swords crap. It's working for now. This is satisfying you for now. It's an impossible task, not because it is, but because you've said so. You want to believe it. Be easier, right? I can't heal that. That's impossible shit. This? Nothing. That's how I know it's self-imposed, and typically blindness like this is self-imposed. And it's working for you now, and I get it. It helps you avoid the pain a little bit longer for having to address this. But it's not vibing with you. And one day that energy for you is going to burst forth in a bubble. Do something. There you are, getting in your car. I'm going to balance this shit. Which, I will mind you, is how you opened to begin with. But it was a 3D constructive balance with this person. It made you feel good to participate in it. It felt really good. And you may not get, let's make this clear, right now, are you listening? You may not achieve these same results again. But it's not about achieving the same results, is it? That's not how you want to move forward. You want to move forward now. Or you will. You'll become aware of it at some point. That you want to do something about it. You may not achieve these same results, but by God, you can at least try to feel better about this, if nothing for you, if nothing else but for you. And perhaps it is low-key closure. Sure. That could be a driving force behind this. Your hidden energies, please. Oops. I'm sorry, I need a little pick-me-up. I only drink those on workout days. Those are my favorite energy drinks. They're the only ones I will drink. I won't drink any other ones. I don't even like soda, okay, but I do like those a lot. But only on workout days. That's how I get my sweat on. I'm so happy I have my new home gym. Yay! I love it. I love it. Show me the 10 of Cups, please. Show me that 10 of Cups. Show me that 10 of Cups. Your hidden energies, the 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles. You know, Honey, there's just, you're telling me that you are well connected, that you have a vast network of connectivity, resources. You know people who know people. I mean, your network is expansive. It's huge. It's amazing. It's 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. It's huge. I love that. That's the best of both worlds. You are so highly connected and resourceful. It's stupid. Like, it's beautiful. You've done a heck of a job cultivating the people you know, what it is that you do, the things that you're a part of, and it's all far-reaching. That's beautiful, the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. That's high-achieving energy. I know this, I can do this, I'm part of this, I touch on that, my roots affect this, I provide shade for this, because the 10 of Pentacles is the tree of life. So it's the roots that touch many, many people, places, things, situations, circumstances, but it's also the branches that provide relief and shade. So I can tell that you are a huge provider to a vast network of family, friend, community, heavy community energy here. Heavy. All right, when I say that you are connected, that is no joke. You have a little bit of everything everywhere. You really do. You have such a network before you that sprawls out in endless directions. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. So do keep that with you in terms of you're not alone. Okay, you're not alone. You're so well thought of. You provide so well, so beautifully, so fluently. I'll know that many people rely upon you, and you love this position. It stresses you out too. Don't get me wrong. That kind of connectivity and providership comes with a drawback. It's called stress. 9 of Swords is like, look at all the shit I'm responsible for. But you built that and you cultivated it for a reason. Okay, so do keep that in mind. So you have all these resources at your disposal, be they emotional resources, family, friends that love you and support you, or real world tangible resources that the 10 of Pentacles suggest. And I know that a big part of you stresses out in maintaining all that. That's a lot of responsibility attached to you, people's emotional well-being and healthy financial well-being, and I can tell you're relied upon heavily by the community. So bless you for that. That's beautiful. So it's just to serve as a reminder to you, that took time. That took time. 9 of Pentacles, that all took time. That took time to build and to cultivate, and that didn't happen by itself, and it wasn't coincidence. So it's like, if you can do that with that large of a network, you can probably do the same with this. But here's the thing. Even though it stresses you out, and you're like, I have all these other things, 1,000 other things, Christina, that warrant my immediate concern, there's a part of you that's still dissatisfied. Even though you have all that. Okay, it's like, I have all this, why would I want for this? Why? Yeah, you do have all that. You do have all that, and it's beautiful what you have. But there's a part of you that breaks off and is a little bit dissatisfied with it. Just a little bit. I'm not saying you're forsaking everything you've built. Please don't misconstrue it. I'm saying a part of you is personally dissatisfied with it. And I saw something similar to Scorpio, is that they were running an empire too. They pulled an emperor twice over a high-functioning state of union, if you will, kind of like yours. But a part of them, as an individual, broke away and experienced something very specifically just for them. And that's what they took pleasure in, and that's why they connected to it so deeply. You're showing me that there's a restlessness in you. It's kind of like saying, I have all this at my fingertips, and that's my priority, Christina. And how can a part of me still feel restless? Yeah. So do keep in mind you have a very high-functioning reality attached to you, and it's beautiful. And I know it causes you stress, but it's not entirely satisfying in an individual kind of way. Whereas this one, automatically you ID'd it as, this makes me feel good, and I don't have to share it with anybody. This is just for me. And I think that's why the flavor of this is different. Okay. And it speaks more to your personal side. And it's also kind of provoking a little bit of healthy pride. I'm going to fix this. I just don't think you know how much you want to fix it yet. And when it does, it's going to hit you like that lightning moment. And like I said, when you made up your mind, it might even be a spontaneous moment too. Where's that draft? That email draft is so strong in my mind's eye. If you feel up for sharing, let me know if that's true for you. For some of you, that's absolute confirmation. Or you've started so many drafts and you've deleted them. You have one main email, draft email, and you've edited it 1,000 times. You deleted it. God, just fingers hovering over a keyboard. Page of Swords and your strengths. No. You've already proven that's not a no. You're saying when it comes to this situation, you have no strengths. You feel that's that helplessness I see right here, right? And in order for you to address this, you would have to cross that battlefield where the pain went down, and you're like, I can't talk about it. I can't go through it again. And maybe you can't right now. Okay? That doesn't mean you can't forever. There's parts of you that are so much bigger than that ending. And there's parts of you that very much desire closure from this, because not because you know you can't get it, but because you know you can. And I think that's where the real stress in you comes from. I want closure from this, but I'm convinced that I can't. Wrong. And don't get me wrong, you've heard me preach it before, honey. Closure comes from within. Okay? But there's something about this dynamic that you are not satisfied with it. And it's kind of like, if I really want to heal from it and move on, I need to confront it. And maybe get closure from it. And maybe you're correct. If you are fortunate, maybe you can get closure from it. But it seems to be confrontational for you first, and then possibly approaching this. Show me that Page of Swords, please. Okay. You're saying, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. That's why I don't have any strengths when it comes to this connection. No, that's not true. You have love for it. You know what's funny? Your biggest strength is the one that you're showing the least, is that you have feelings for this, but you haven't shown it. And it's like you're saying, I can't, or it's, I don't have the skills. The Page of Swords, I don't have the skills to express my feelings. Bullshit. Excuse me while I don't take that seriously. Bullshit. Yes, you do. You cannot have that high level of connectivity. I know these are my skill sets. These are my power moves. This is me. This is who I am. This is what I've become. And then tell me I can't. I'm too scared or immature or too... Page of Swords is not an insult, honey. Page of Swords is the Page of Swords is because of the immaturity element. So what happens is because the Page of Swords says, I don't have any... I don't know nothing. I know nothing about nothing. The Page of Swords will be the first person to admit that they know nothing. So what they do is they shut up and listen, watch, observe. That's why they're associated with spying and not much else. But it's because that Page of Swords feels helpless. That's why they don't say anything, and that's why they don't do anything. They just watch. You're saying, I can't say or do anything about this. I'm going to withhold 2 of Cups my feelings because I'm not equipped to speak to them. What? What? No. That's... No. I don't know what your feelings are towards this person. I know how you react to them, and it's positive. And I tell you this, when we honor our 9 of Cups, we're honoring the love for ourselves. So if you felt good, so good connecting to this, it was because part of you was feeling the love for yourself, and that's why you allowed yourself to connect to it, is because it provokes some of the best love you have for yourself. That's what the 9 of Cups is. So don't tell me you're not equipped to speak to your feelings to this. Yes, you are. I think you're just so used to refraining from putting your feelings into this or speaking them or putting them into words that you got used to it. And otherwise it provoked confidence in you. That 6 of Wands, it made you feel good. It made you feel good to be seen in this, to experience it, to sit across from it, to enjoy it, even if all you did was stare at it. You felt good doing it. so I don't tell me you don't have the skills to express your feelings. Yes, you do. You're just 4 Pentacles holding pattern. You're so used to it. I think you convinced yourself you don't even know how to begin to address your feelings. Yeah, you do. You got used to just pulling them back. Don't speak to that. Let's just enjoy whatever we're feeling here. I don't need to put words to it. And that is what it looks like in reality. And that is how reality comes and bites us in the ass. Is that thing of, I'm not going to put words to it. I just want to experience it. Never mind, I'm smiling at you like a dumbass. That's fine. That's whatever. It's whatever. I don't need to put words to my feelings. What? I just experience it. And then that's what gets us into trouble. Because then we get used to it. We get used to not expressing ourselves or saying that we don't have the skills or we don't have the ability or we don't have the strength. It's in your strength position. It's like, I don't have any strength on this one, Christina. Yes, you do. You just got used to not saying it. I get my... That's... When I'm talking to my kid and I know she knows better... That's what it feels like with you right now. I'm talking to my kid and I know you know better. That's exactly, excuse me, that's exactly what that is too. Look at the beauty of this. And then they're like, no. But that's what it comes down to, doesn't it? Speaking, really speaking it. I'm going to tell you what I tell my kid. Use your words. It might be awkward as ass. I don't know what this person means to you. I just know that when you're with them, you remember or rather feel how you love yourself. And you can't put a price on that. Someone either evokes those feelings easily, naturally, without trying. It's not an effort. It's not a game. Or you don't. When you connect with this person, it makes you feel that sense of I love myself. It might come out as confidence. It might come out as pride. But it comes from a good place within you. Anyway, I've already addressed it. Page of Wands. Lessons that must be learned in order to move forward in this goal. Because I see you leaning into this goal. You may not know it fully, but you're leaning into it. Show me that Page of Wands, please. Show me that Page of Wands, please. Lessons that must be learned. We have to be open to, interesting. We have to, some of you, Libra season. Okay. That was interesting. Queen of Pentacles was in reverse. Some of you might feel, that was very interesting. That's also my cue to reshuffle. Some of you might feel that you do not have the resources for this. Again, I'm going to push back on you. I don't think that you don't have anything to offer. That is baloney. That is absolute baloney. Show me that Page of Wands. Show me that Page of Wands. Show me that Page of Wands. That was very interesting. Huh. Be open. Ace of Wands, Six of Cups, Eight of Cups. See, I know you probably don't want to hear this. It's just, if you want to be successful in this, is the energy and enthusiasm there? Yeah, that's how you opened with it. When you connect with this person, you light up naturally, as we were discussing. And there it is. That's what I was waiting for. I saw it here in the Lovers, but still. We've known that even if it wasn't a soul bond, honey, you two have a unique connection and you've known each other a long time. We've shared cups with this person, literally for some of you, shared drinks, you've shared memories, you've shared food over the table, that kind of thing. And again, we've already discussed why. When you connect with this person, you honor the love you have for yourself. Okay? That's what wish fulfillment is. And the renewal energy here, showing new enthusiasm for it, keeping your energy open towards it in a positive disposition instead of saying a negative one, it's all going to go to shit. You know, positive optimism. That's not the problem. You being open to that, you're saying that's not the issue. I know how I am around them. Okay? It's you showing up emotionally. That's it. Stop doing that little thing you got locked into over here. And you'll be fine. You'll be gravy. As far as I can tell. Alright. Show me the Lovers. I'm sorry. I hate saying stuff that has obvious solutions. And I know I know. You're saying it's not obvious. Okay. I was in it. It was complicated. Yeah, it's human beings. We as human beings make shit complicated. Instead of being our authentic self, we're like, let's just do the opposite. I feel way too much. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me feel a little insecure. So I'm going to say shit and see how that goes. And then you saw how that went. It's we as human beings that take beauty like this, the simplicity of it, and we turn it into something else altogether. Show me the lovers, please. Show me the lovers. I bet you dimes to donuts I'm going to see the devil. Show me the lovers, please. Show me. We'll see. Which means simply it was unrequited. You two didn't meet up in the same place at the same time, either at the mental level, emotional level, spiritual level, something like that. That's typically all that means. Okay. 5 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, the Tower. Oh. A little Tower here too. We're going to resolve on working. I was going to say, oh, we're going to see the devil. I know we're going to see the devil. Huh. Okay. All right. 5 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, the Tower. We want to work on the falseness. Any sort of twisted dynamic here. Any particular untruths that helped build this tower and made it fall to begin with. We want to work through that. It's actually quite lovely. We want to work through any sort of self-destructive tendencies we have with ourselves or with this person. Okay? That way we can prevent any of the towers. This is you being confrontational. This is you, I believe, working in conjunction with that special person to kind of do away with the falseness. What happens after that, I don't know, but hopefully, perhaps you two can reconnect under this energy that you opened up with. But we're going to do away with the false pretenses. Okay, that's beautiful. The false constructs, and put real tangible work into this. That's a better representation of our more authentic self. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay. Okay, beautiful. So hopefully I'm seeing the dream team here work shit out, you know? If bare minimum, if nothing else, a confrontation of the self-sabotaging endeavors, okay, between, and this powerful connection, looking at that, really trying to understand it, and either A, to prevent it from ever happening again, or at least B, to put the thing to rest between you two. Like I said, I feel like you are leaning towards confrontation with the goal in mind of closure, I believe. If it gets back to here, beautiful. If not, we can at least say we put this thing to bed. Yeah? I got you. All right. Advice, please. Okay. Very good. Ten of Wands, 9 of Cups, 8 of Swords. You didn't seem to understand how much you were loving yourself when you were connecting with this. You had labors attached to you, I have no doubt, that clouded your sight. I am sure that this is true. Okay, 10 of Wands, 8 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. I have no doubt that you had particular burdens attached to you that clouded your sight. Specifically, what did we talk about with that 9 of Cups, guys? How much being in this connection put you into a space of loving yourself every time you connected with it. And I don't think you saw that at the time. And that would actually make perfect sense, especially if you're someone who is very weighed down. Like I saw over here, that particular stress element of everything. Don't get me wrong, this is beautiful energy. The 10 of Cups was in here too. But there's a price to pay when you establish all that connectivity. It's called stress. So with all the labors that you endure, when you were connecting with this and it felt like, again, it was just for you, something as similar I saw with Scorpio, so if you're connecting to Scorpio, there you go, that felt right just for you. But it was hard to see that at the time. You know what I mean? Especially if you're in a position where you're not able to pull in energy or love just for you, and you have to think about the consequences of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 other people. On top of that, throw a career in there and all your other responsibilities. You might have saw connecting with this person as being selfish instead of for what it was. That it was actually a provocation of love for yourself every time you met with it or honored it. And that's why you haven't let it go. And I think the only real self-sabotaging tendencies you had in this connection was that you refrained from expressing your feelings. Specifically, it's kind of like if I admit that I have feelings for this, it's also me being selfish by saying I love myself by engaging in it. You see what I'm saying? Human beings are so terribly complex, and we like to perform really odd concepts of reverse psychology on ourselves all the time. You know, but it's again an admission of connecting with this. It says, A, I love myself. And B, that means I love them too, and I don't know how to frame that into words, so I'd rather not. And that was just one of the things that led to the self-sabotage here, and we want to work through that with that person. Like, again, if anything, just to establish a balance of peace, okay, and understanding you should fully part ways, or perhaps it can get back to a good place between you two. I don't know. You seem to be open to it, just so long as we kind of break down any sort of deception with ourselves and within the connection itself. And then it's kind of like we'll take it from there. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Because you two may agree to never see each other again. I don't know. But the point is that you can put this thing to bed, right? Winter, for some of you, might be important, or last winter was important. What else, please? Yeah, don't play on that waiting game. I'm really interested more, though, when you come to terms with this. It's like, I got to do something. This got to do, you see, we don't want to rush things. I know, but you're waiting. When do you understand or feel like the timing will be right? The only reference I got is between now and winter. Okay? I'm sorry it's so vague, but I honestly do. And for some of you, August. Some of you might have engaged in this process in August. We're in September now. So from some point in August on, you have perhaps started feeling an increase of this, and that's why I might be seeing it very soon. Okay, that's for some of you. We did advice. Okay, yes, okay, yours went over 40. I didn't mean to do that. They're all supposed to be under 40. All right, Cancer, honey, I hope this helped you. There's a lot of solid sound advice in here, and I think it was really practical, and I kind of like this idea of confrontation for purposes of closure. That actually makes a lot of sense. Confrontation of the self first, and then possibly with that strong connection. If anything, just to get it like here, if you choose to part ways with it from that point forward, at least the ideas will be in good standing or out of each other's debt. Because there does seem to be, it's a strong connection, Six of Cups, Lovers, automatically strong connection, but here's the thing, the Tower twice. So there is some karmic balances hanging on the both of you. Okay. They're showing me more of you, obviously, because this is your reading. But there is karmic constructs hanging on this connection. So in that respect, you may not get the closure that you want, but it will be the closure that you need. Okay? All right, like I said, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.